No, it's like, dude, like, no, dude, I promise you, it's like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like, people are once again overreacting to just something stupid. Like, no, dude, I promise you, it's like so, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, it's getting so bad there, you know? And, yeah, I agree with you, yeah. Yeah, I know it's toxic, but I can't fathom how bad it is. I'm telling you. Dude, dude. I promise, I'm telling you, man. It is so bad on there. Like they're taking it way too seriously over just for like a little gag or something. Like I'm not even. They're going too far. Like they're literally attacking a guy for no reason. Like more than one guy. There's like three guys, like a bunch of people that they're attacking. Yeah, I know it. It's from the people I don't like. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. You take care too. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Would you believe we're making a sequel to a damn video? I'm for sure am really excited because what better opportunity to do than for me to record and make this intro longer than it needs to be because people are once again freaking out over something moronic and stupid. And to the point it's not even like what? Like remember last time that I made a video like this? I said this was the sequel to that video. The biggest takeaway from it all. People really like hating this ship so much that they are willing to go this far only because they hate. Welcome to the sequel. We're going back to square one with this one. I promise you, it's not even a joke. It's not even funny. It is just absolutely beyond my brain, my intelligence. I'm not the brightest, smartest guy in the world, but even I know that this is absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, in fact, that I had to make a sequel to a video that I wasn't even planning on making a sequel to. I was never going to make this video a sequel. I was never intending on making it a sequel. It was just going to be that one video, and that was that. Didn't have to worry about anything. Didn't have to do anything, wrong. It didn't have to cause any issues, right? But here we are, once again, making a video like this because people are so damn stupid. People are so damn stupid because we are getting back to square one with this. So, of course, I got time to do it again. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, and also, welcome. There's probably new people here. And if you are new... just watch the video and then I'll get mad at you, right? Just get into editing mode. So you guys remember the last video that I made talking about Mario X Meggy. Insert lightning sound. I don't fucking know. No. In that previous video, I did specifically try my best to defend a bad joke that was made from a guy that I've gotten to know little by little. You guys remember Headhunter Boy, right? On Twitter. You remember the whole "why does it look like they're getting business done" tweet whatsoever? People got up in arms about that tweet. I remember. I saw it. I made a video about it, and ever since then, Guy and I are relatively solid friends on Twitter. One of the few guys that is actually nice to the guy, because we both respect the Mario Meggy ship. Suppose that. Well, here we are in the year. Well, I mean, whatever. We're just here May 5th, right? Recently, we just got off the rails from our SMG4 video. The little fellas. You remember that episode? Pretty good episode, not gonna lie. Definitely a easy contender to be one of my favorites for the year. Definitely enjoyed it. A solid time, grandiose old time. Nothing wrong with it. It was absolutely just like a perfectly nice and dandy video. You can't go wrong with it. You really can't. Why are we going through this again? We are going through hell again. We're going through moronicness again. Only because we are going more far-fetched just because we want to do things for funsies. That's why. Let's get to my next point. You guys, You guys, you know damn well that I know who Zach is. I know I mentioned Zach SCH4 a lot, because he's a good friend of mine now. We keep in contact. He lets me know about stuff. He lets me know when he's making his next video. What should I react like when I have to react to it? He's my mentor. He's technically my mentor. And by the way, I feel bad, Zach. I'm sorry. I know you pretty much said that I shouldn't throw more fire into this whole thing, but I just have to because that's what I need to do. This is what I feel like I need to do. Because this is genuinely something that I actually want to do. Because we're getting back to stupidity again. We're getting back to stupidity again. And let me go on why. Because guess what? Another video is the reason why that we are getting to this point. Another video is the reason why we're getting to this point. Oh, and the last time was a tweet. You get my point, though. Same old, all right? What's the video in question, you may ask? Well, it's obviously my guy Zach's video talking about his second take on the Mario and Meggy Kids Theory video. Kind of a key point for that whole episode, for that whole episode. Because a fun thing that happened was there was two kids that were featured in that episode. Relatively kind of an interesting case. We don't really know who these kids are and stuff like that. But Zach wanted to do this for funsies where he made a video talking about, this is just a theory, not a legitimate thing. It's a theory that these kids could be Mario and Meggy's kids. Just a theory. Just a theory. It's just a theory, right? And, I'm going to get to that part. I'm going to get to that bit later on. But I do want to briefly mention this. I was mentioned in that video. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, let's continue on. And of course, naturally, since after this episode dropped, it was obviously like the day after, and I didn't see anything bad. It was just like, this was a relatively well-praised episode. A lot of people liked this episode. They liked how the flow, like how, with SMG3 and Bob's dynamic, how, they thought it was the cartel, but it was just the daycare. And people enjoyed Mario and Meggy's dynamic of, they're actually being good people, they're actually being there for one another, and, actually working at a daycare, taking care of kids, you feel me? It can't go bad, it's a pretty solid episode. And I genuinely did like the episode. I thought the episode was fantastically made. Man, it's definitely like up there as one of my favorites so far of the year. But what makes people really talk about this episode is the fact that we notice these two kids, their models are based off of a hat in time, right? And I bring this up because, and it's like, it's nothing bad about that. It's like, it's just two kids. It's just two kids. Sure, they might have a little bit of recoloring, on their thing, but, you can't, there ain't anything bad about that, right? Please tell me there's nothing bad about that, right? Oh, God, we're going bad, are we? Yes, we are. We are going bad with this one. What I mean by this is literally, I was on Twitter today. I know, sue me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this. I know Twitter is not the greatest thing in the world, but I got him. I was literally, I was letting Zach know, like, bro, you do, like, I know you're not on Twitter or anything. It's just like, they're kind of antagonizing you right now. Like, they're kind of being, harsh dicks, right now. Because, okay, let's get into our streaming setup. Small camera. Screen is a little more visible, though. I bookmarked this this tweet for a reason. Imagine being so brain dead on a shipping that why you think two character models from a different game that are that. And then the original tweet, are we so dead ass? Yes, we're so dead ass. Can I keep in mind this? A theory. One, it's a theory. Two, Zach and I both said this. This was literally made just for funsies. This video was literally made for funsies. Because Zach told me about this video. Like, he said he was planning on making a take 2 on that video. I was like, there ain't anything wrong about that. I think it's like, it's cool. It's cool. I respect that. You could definitely make a sequel, a take 2 on a video like this. And it's fun it's okay to do that. It's okay to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. I just realized that okay, whatever. But what makes this a problem, though, people don't realize that this is meant to be a damn it. People don't realize it's supposed to be, something for funsies, because what does it say? What does it say? Okay, he doesn't say. Oh no, he says it as a comment. His pinned comment is literally, I know some of you are skeptical about my theory. I just wanted to make this for funsies. It may not be true, but it's subtle hints. Okay, subtle hints. Subtle hints. And I did comment on this video like a little bit later, because I did watch it in my spare time, because he let me know that I was put in as a bonus. And I said, in seriousness, as much as I like this theory, I can agree it's really something far-fetched, especially with my call that these kids are their kids from the future. But I like it either way, since it's interesting to think about. But hey, it's just a theory. It's just a freaking theory. Okay? Do I even want to go through these? Fun fact. Yeah. Okay. All right. Nothing bad. Nothing else. Nothing else from this one. All right. It doesn't help that people don't realize that this is just meant to be a joke. Kind of, sort of. Zach is different when it comes to shipping. Like he's more on board with shipping as far as I've been paying attention. My side of shipping is like, where I will ship them, yes, but I'm not gonna be like full. Holy crap, they're doing the thing, thing kind of thing. I don't know. But going back to this tweet, this tweet right here, I don't even need to go through the replies. I already know they're talking shit to me. I don't even know they're talking shit about Zach. Like, and it's just people who like the ship in general. I literally don't even have to scroll down. But it's just, why are people commenting this? Meggy sadly confirmed this. He ships them. Remember, we'll get to Meggy in a minute. We'll talk about him in a minute. Okay, thank you. I want to read this. The temptation for me in waiting to talk about the daycare episode. So a lot of people have figured it out already, but for those who are still trying to figure it out, I made 2 textures for the Hat Kid models that are Easter eggs as references to the Megan and Maggie Jr. models. You could also kind of point out which shots I edited as well. It's not just the colors that are familiar with each other, because I actually use those textures, yada, yada, yada. So they're exact same colors as the Megan and Maggie Jr. models. If you don't know what that's specifically talking about, there are people who have made fan-made characters, OCs, that are Mario and Meggy's kids, because they shipped Mario and Meggy. They see that they could be parents and they have kids and stuff like that. So that's that. And I think Zach also put that as a freaking thumbnail. Why did I close that? Oh, I didn't close that. Yeah, he put that he put that in the freaking thumbnail. So you can't really get me with that, all right? You can't really get me with that. And it doesn't even help with the original tweet. Hold up. Let's get back to this tweet. Always so dead ass. All right? We're going to go through the replies. We'll go through the replies real quick. We'll just scroll down a bit. I mean, okay, they're not so bad. They're not so bad. Welcome to 75% of the most hated ships. I hate it too. Zach needs to just work out for views out of 10. What timeline are we in anymore? Felt physical pain looking at this. Though this theory is out of pocket, Meggy did confirm these are inspired by the MxM fan kids. This guy needs to really stop it for real. Meggy, please stop. Instead of MxM, give us Meggy and talk. Oh, and we're gonna talk about that in a second. Save that. Oh look, that's my mutual on TikTok. Ask so many questions on so many levels. 5 officially 64 type video. Finally starting to see Zach's true colors. Mario Meggy does not work and never will be. Did he just use the idea of the shipper's fan art of children and bring it to life? I'm sorry, but if you don't know who yada yada yada, Mario, what the oh my fucking god. Haters gonna hate. Strangely enough, I know yada yada. Those aren't their fucking kids. So this is what the mom. Yep. Former reactor. I don't know what happened. Bro, who the fuck are those? I go away from watching SMG4 and this was a fucking context. Hang on 1 second. Hold on. Let me pause the recording real quick. Okay, I was just checking something. And I don't know, man. We're getting back to where we started from square one because we are just talking about the same shit. I could literally replay that original video that I made because everything that I said in that previous video is pretty much translating very well into this video and this topic in particular because literally every point that I made in the previous video is still present here. People still hate the ship. People keep wanting excuses to hate the ship. The reason that they hate the ship is just because of the stupid age gap thing. When we already know I said this in the previous video. This is pure irrelevancy now. Because, newsflash, Mario is fucking 24. Meggy is around, 21, 22 or some shit like that. They're both legal adults. And it gets more annoying. And it gets more annoying when I hear people saying that it's weird if Mario was waiting for Meggy to be at the right age range so that they could be together. Because that happens in real life. One, that happens in real life. And two, it also happens in a lot of other forms of media. In television, film, whatever you want to say. That happens so... It's not as frequent now, but it was pretty frequent at some point. I don't even have to show examples. You can already find yourself what I'm talking about. We are getting to this level of stupidity. We're getting to that point because we're going through this again. Oh, and it doesn't help. Okay, hold up. Before I continue on, it doesn't help that there's a certain video clip from SMG4, the guy himself from Hobo Bros, a specific clip that has started really popping up again, and we're gonna show it to you live, right here. We're gonna show it live. We're gonna make everybody watch it. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna take a quick moment to think about that. All right, I'm putting my headphones on, and I'll show you what I'm talking. What this clip is.
Oh yes, that is me. Gotta eat that spaghetti. Okay.
Did you read that title though?
I was expecting Meggy. Yeah.
Now, this clip could be taken a multitude of ways. Specifically 2 ways. All right. And I was actually going to try to figure out what I was going to say on that part. But I have someone that already did it for me. I made a post. Okay, I made a post a couple, like an hour or two ago before I'm making this video. And I did get comments. This coming from another, I believe another Mario X Mega shipper, Buddy Low 29. And he goes on. I'm about to read his comment. All right, I'm just letting you guys know that right now. He says, "Dude, Twitter. Hold up, dude. Twitter is literally the app where you be stupid on purpose or you actually are. I even hear that they are making threats to one of SMG4's editors. We're getting to that, right? We're gonna get to that afterwards. Last picture you see where Luke feels disgust is because he saw a picture of Mario eating spaghetti, but the title mentioned about Meggy. This doesn't mean Luke, aka the real life SMG4, hates Mario X Meggy. It doesn't mean that he hates it. He just feels uncomfortable about how people portray them like cringe level. It's a bad joke. It's a really bad joke. It's not implying anything. I don't think that I don't think that meme specifically said that it's a MxM thing. I don't really think it does. Okay, but anyways, I mean, I understand that there are some people who does cringe-like levels of disgust for shipping characters like NSFW, which is really, then that's really it. I mean, come on. Like, I don't know why people do that, but anyways. Besides, Luke is not into romance. He's not really a romance guy, which is fair. I mean, fair. But that also implies that he's not putting any other ships, okay? That implies that. So we're also gonna get to that later. Majority of the Twitter are just saying bad things, and the worst is that everyone is saying bad things are Megary and SMG34 shippers. Seriously, they have no respect. The Megary shippers. Okay, I feel like, I'm acting weird as hell. I don't know. Also, hey, Helen boy, a sequel to my Twitter mishap. It's almost been 6 months since then. Lol. You guys know I don't like the Megary shippers. We're gonna talk about that because the next thing I want to talk about is the continuous reason why I still tend to like SMG4 And that's from Paul, Medi Excalibur 2012. He works with SMG4. He's actually someone who does work with SMG4, crew member and all that stuff. I saw his documentaries on his little documentary videos about his experience working at SMG4. They're pretty good. He listens to the fans. He understands when there's time for fans, when he wants to put in fan service. He's one of the few that actually listens to us, give honest, when we give honest feedback, he listens to it, if we comment stuff on the videos, you could have improved on this or something like that, he listens and, he gets the job done, and that's what makes him an awesome person, because he genuinely wants to improve stuff. He wants to improve stuff. And yet, because he did this, because he also ships Mario Meggy, he's getting extreme hate for doing that. He's getting extreme hate for doing that. And there are people literally out there on Twitter that are literally wanting him to get kicked off from the team, or to get fired or whatever. You're kidding, right? You're kidding. So you're willing to get rid of one of the few people in the team that are actually willing to listen to the fans, that are willing to listen to what we feel for these SMG4 videos. You really want to get rid of that guy just because he did one Easter egg for the MxM fans, just one. And it's not even trying to be anything harmful. All right, it's just a little Easter egg for fans that know what it's being referenced to. It's a nice little way for fan service. I saw the person who originally made those the Maggie and the Maggie Jr. and the Megan models. He was shocked to see how that actually became a reality. When they referenced that, I saw that, I was like, damn, that's awesome. That's the most nicest thing you could do. And he's getting hate for doing that. What? Dude. Paul is literally, Paul's literally one of the nicest guys that I've seen for YouTube who work in the SMG4 team. He's one of the nicest people I see. I don't know the guy personally. I don't know if he knows who I am. But he's not trying to do anything wrong. I get that you guys, you probably think that it's not a good thing that he ships them. But does it really matter? And on top of that, Luke himself probably is aware of what he did. Because I imagine he would have to ask, Luke and Kevin's permission. I don't know if Kevin's still around for the, but I don't really, I feel like he would have to ask Luke first if he's okay with it. If he would be okay with it. And it got through to the episode, so I assume he was okay with it. And remember, keep in mind, just because of that one clip of Luke going that doesn't specifically mean he doesn't like the ship. I'm pretty sure it was just because it was a really bad joke or something like that. I don't know. I'm kind of in between on that one, so I'm not really gonna talk much more about that. But you gotta be honest when I'm you're really gonna attack the guy who is really trying to improve SMG4. You're really gonna do that? Why? What benefit do you get from that? I don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. I heard something. I don't get it. And the reason that all this started was from this Reddit. Let me put a string on it. Why do people hate MxM? So, I'm gonna read through this, all right? And you guys just tell me. Okay. I was scrolling through my timeline, and as always, there were many people talking about SMG4 after the episode's release. The usual. However, this time I couldn't help but notice an unusual amount of hate being spread because of Mario and Meggy's interactions in the latest episode. So my question, why is this ship hated compared to the others? I've read posts about people wanting to get Meggy fired for being a shipper and constantly attacking people who defended the ship, claiming it's gross or whatever. The only argument I see being brought is the fact that Mario met Meggy when she was 15, therefore the ship is a pedo ship. But here I ask, is it really a problem? It is not normal to fall in love or being bestie with someone you have known for 8+ years. Do you really think that two adults can't be shipped because one of them was a minor at the time of the meeting? By the same logic, even in real life, if you meet a 16-year-old when you're 18 and then you got engaged after many years of friendship, you are a pedo. Sometimes I wonder what goes through people's minds. And the only thing this does is making people like me who support the ship, so something that's not canon, guys. This isn't actually something that's going on. Just because we're making this stuff doesn't mean that it's actually a thing. Feel guilty while other people can ship whatever they want without consequence. And I'm sorry, don't worry, we're talking about that in a second. I get not liking a ship, but this is just too much. And as someone who has been silently following since 2016, this is really depressing. And then I go, I go through the comments and stuff. And I think it's because of the latest episode, Meggy added a reference to a fan made Mario Meggy Kids, and apparently Luke is uncomfortable with the ship, so now Twitter is attacking him. Didn't mind the reference, don't mind the ship, and Lucas probably didn't mind having one reference. Probably didn't mind. I feel bad for Meggy, man. He's the only one that interacts with the fandom and gets shat on all the time. Poor guy. And then, Headhunter Boy got, also mentioned, his side on, how Twitter is, like, so shitty with the Mario Meggy ship, and stuff like that. It's just like that. The community doesn't know Mario's 24. They are thinking he's 40, which still annoys me. This still fucking annoys me so much, dude. This annoys me so fucking much. It's Twitter under fire. Twitter is under fire with the shit. People are literally saying that Meggy should be fired for doing it. Like, seriously, what's wrong with people, man? And people are bringing up a quote from 5 years ago about Luke being disgusted. Opinions do change throughout the years, but I still respect other opinions for it. If Twitter sees this, please don't hate me for this comment. You see what I mean? Twitter will hate you for this. If Twitter will hate you for liking this ship. Like, what? The episode that I made where I was talking about some of the SMG4 ships, I mentioned I don't like the Megari ship. The Meggy and Tari ship. Sorry. The Meggy and Tari ship. I don't mind the SMG3 and SMG4 ship. Sometimes I'm in between. I kind of like in between, Like, but with the Meggy and Tari ship, guys, I'm all for it. If a lesbian ship happens, I'm all for it. But just not in this case. Like, really, just not in this case. Tell a side note though. Bro, when I was watching Owl House, I was losing my shit when Luce and Amity fucking kissed. I lost my shit, bro. I kid you not, alright? But that's a different case, okay? I specifically, and then in the other video where we talk about, Headhunter Boy's case, I mentioned how this was from the Megari CEO. And I am noticing this. I am paying attention to this. The main people who are hating on all this, are the Megari shippers. No shit. But also, I've been noticing the SMG 34 shippers, which kind of is a bit of a curveball for me, if anything. Jeez, this is like, what? Like, them too? It's just like the Megari shippers, the Mar 34 shippers, or the SMG 34 shippers. Like, the other popular ships. The other popular ships are attacking another popular ship that is also known as the controversial ship. To this day, still don't get it. I still don't get why people hate it. Dude, I literally just looked at this. They literally have a PSA right here. The Meggy and Mario community has recently been subject to an increasing number of targeted cyber attacks. See this page. Hold on. For the people that are here watching this video, I'm gonna talk to y'all directly, alright? I'm looking directly at the camera. Hold on. I'm specifically talking to the people who saw me following the this video. I make a cameo in that video. Alright? I'm gonna tell you this right now. Firstly, I'm Little Pizza Boy 64. On Twitter and literally on any other social media, my real name is fucking Jonathan. Alright, this is the first time I'm saying this on YouTube. I know there are people who know my name. This is the only time I'm talking about my name right now. I've been watching SMG4 since 2017. Around 2017, 2016. When I was younger watching the content, I didn't think about shipping at all. I didn't think about any of that at all. All I saw was just fun times, watching memes, doing whatever, just enjoying the time, watching, seeing the stupid shit that they would get into. Nowadays, I'm older now. I understand some of the cliches, some of the jokes. I understand the shipping side of it, SMG4. And I also understand how toxic people can be because of it. I don't understand why people are so fucking disrespectful just because of this one ship. I really fucking don't. I really don't. When I say the reasons why I don't like the Meggy ship as an example, when I say I don't like it, it is genuinely because I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I'm not saying that I'm gonna be, oh, that shit is terrible. I'll be open-minded to it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I'm least open-minded to it. But the people that I hate, but the reason that I don't like it more is because of the people who like it. Because they hate what I like. They hate that I like the Mario Meggy ship more. It doesn't help when because look, I don't even take the ship seriously. It is just something that I think about. It's like, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I can genuinely see it. It's not something that I think about in an instant. When I do my reaction videos, when I do my SMG4 reaction videos, I am sure that I do not put any bias towards the Mario Meggy ship. I may notice when a moment happens. I may notice it, but I'm not going to acknowledge it. I may throw a smile. I was like, or something about those lines. Because I know it happened. And then after the recording's over and shit like that, I'll be like, I noticed that moment. Or something about those lines. I'm not going above and beyond or overreacting because of the ship. And I don't understand why you guys hate it so much. And if you guys keep on giving me the same bullshit response of, oh, because of the age gap. Oh, it's just weird. Or whatever. Like, actually have fucking logic in it. Okay, I get this is SMG4 Twitter. Twitter is shitty as hell. And I know this. I know it so very well that's how bad Twitter is. I know it's horrible. But I genuinely hate how you guys are so close-minded with this one. And yet you want me to be supportive and happy with your shit, but you can't do that for what I like. Like, make it make sense. And it's not helping that you're hating on people who are genuinely just trying to enjoy the ship. You're attacking a man just because he wanted to put a fun little Easter egg. It's not something fucking serious. For all we know, these kids will just appear in this one episode and then boom, they're never going to be mentioned again. Those are just some one-off characters. Simple as that. And now, it's a guarantee that's going to happen now because of you guys. We can't have fun. We can't have fun at all. You wonder why I don't like your ship? It's really because of you guys. And I know you guys hate this ship because you hate people like me, who generally do try to defend the ship. And I know you guys are going to defend yours. I know you guys are. Just like how I'm defending mine. But when I'm defending mine, it's a problem. But when you do it, you're Lord and Savior. This is not the this isn't gonna make me stop watching SMG4. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. This is not gonna make me stop watching SMG4. I'm still gonna react to SMG4. Still do what I normally do. And stuff like that. But it's gonna be more aggravating knowing this fandom. I hate this fandom. I really hate the SMG4 fandom. I don't understand why they have to be the most toxic people imaginable. I really don't understand why or how. I knew what I was signing up for when I started reacting against SMG4. I know I was going to get people's attention reacting to it. And I know I'm also getting people's attention for making an appearance in the video talking about Mario and Meggy. And how those kids are fucking theirs. It's a theory. It's a fucking theory. I literally just posted this on fucking Twitter. Hold on. Oh, profile. I literally just posted this on Twitter.
I'm not a racist, all right? I just told a bad joke. There's a huge difference. But nobody on the internet ever takes the time to ask themselves, is this worth freaking out over? Or are there bigger problems in the world than this tweet? Well, I assure you there are. And just for the record, I love black
The topic
people.
about racism is not specifically, but
so what do
you know what I mean.
Huh? You want to ruin my life? Then congratulations, you did it. Everybody hates me. I can't leave the house without getting harassed. No one will hire me.
That was a problem before.
I can't turn on my phone without strangers telling me to kill myself or that they're going to kill my family. Leave me alone. I'm the self-righteous liberal douchebag, not you. I've kissed a transsexual before. How many of you can say that? Where's my medal? I am so far left, I'm spinning in circles, you. Instead of killing myself, I should kill all of you.
I know this clip has nothing to... that clip is a good representation of how I've been feeling today. I don't know what's wrong with people. I really don't. But if we're getting to the point where we have to have it be at this level, where people are getting upset, furious, and giving out death threats to one person only because of one reference to something that they don't like. Why are we doing this? Tell me. No, I want you to tell me, why are we doing this? Like, genuinely tell me why. You think this is fun? You think it's just fun to do that? You think it's okay to do that? Tell me. Fucking tell me. Why are we getting to this? Why are we doing? Why are y'all doing that? Do you not remember? Do you guys not realize these are actual human beings? These are actual human beings. They live a regular life. This is just something they do. This is just their fucking job. If I were to make some series, and it included something that people did not like and I was getting death threats because of it, why? Why are you doing that? Like, are people forgetting that these are human beings? If SMG4 one day was to make a statement, saying some shit like if he was ashamed of the fucking fandom, I would love to see that tweet. I would love to see this tweet. And I don't care who he calls out. He could call out everybody for all I care. He could call out fucking everybody. And I would be in pure agreement. Because this is just ridiculous. This is so stupid. We're literally at this point only because of what? Because orange and red is not a good combination. That's the only reason why. Why? Because orange and red cannot go well. You're kidding. Like, why are we getting to this point? So for the people that are coming into my channel, who are coming from Twitter, who are coming because of this tweet, I want you to know this. I don't ship them that far. I ship them, yes. But I'm not going to go overboard with it. I'm not going to overreact about it. I ship them, yes. But I'm not going to talk about it. I don't talk about it in the reactions themselves. And remember this. Remember this. I don't like you. If you behave like this, I won't like you. I have dealt with bigger assholes in real life. This isn't even just about Twitter anymore. I'm talking about literally. I had to deal with fucking death threats from literally I had to deal with bullshit from my former best friend's boyfriend. You think I want to talk about that in this video? That's enough information to say. I'm not even supposed to talk about that, but I just did. Because that was fucking annoying as shit. And I'm getting flashbacks because of this. I'm not getting death threats yet. Where are we getting at? I don't understand. Why they're like this. Why are you guys like this? Huh? If I were to shit on your shit, which I'm sorry I'm already doing, by the way. But if I were to do this on Twitter, I would be being doxxed on the spot. You like literally right now, SMG4 on Twitter is fucking World War III, as I called it. World War VI even. God damn. So I don't want people harassing any of these people just because of one opinion. I literally just over to the girl. I just fucking like, dude. The only note I can give, because this is literally just coming from the tweet. Don't harass MxM 2012 or anybody who does or doesn't ship or support Mario and Meggy. And I know it's best not to be involved in this. You know, even myself, I'm already like, you know, really destroying what I'm doing myself with doing this. Hell, this video probably might not even be released. This probably might just be unlisted, for all I know. But my God, this is generally something I want to talk about. This isn't even me defending the ship anymore. This is more so just like, what is wrong with the fandom as a whole? Like, why are we getting to this point? This isn't going to make me leave the fandom. In fact, there are people who are leaving the fandom just because of literally this case. All I could really say is just, can we stop? Can we stop with this? That's all really anybody can ask for at this point. Imagine even SMG4 himself would ask us to stop. Because this is really just out of, like, this is just, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Well, I probably might have, you know, caused a, you know, kind of a bit of a, like a bad, like kind of a bit of a bad case for my channel, but I did what I did. I did what I did, alright? And I can't take it back, so. Next video, next time we react to SMG4, I hope we don't get into any more controversy. I hope that this can be enough to tell you that this is absolutely ridiculous. We shouldn't be arguing over a fucking shit. At all. I'm not gonna stop shipping them. But it really does bring it back a bit. So thank you for doing that. But we're gonna leave it at that. You know? I'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow the socials. They're down below. I'm probably getting rid of Twitter soon anyway, so I don't know. If you want to follow Twitter, you can, but I kind of have my doubts. Anyways, give me your honest thoughts. You know, this probably isn't the best video that I've ever made, and it's probably not the most greatest idea to make a video of, but I did it all in one take, so. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and remember this. Just remember this. Please let this be the last time I talk about something like this. Just please. Just please.